What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be going over my top 10 favorite LEGO Star Wars sets of 2025. There were 35 LEGO Star Wars sets that came out this year. There was a lot of great sets that came out this year, and I'm going to break it down in my top 10. Honorable mention, I'm going to go with the U-Wing. I know a lot of people did not like this set just because it was downscaled from the original one. I really liked the build of this set. I think it turned out great, and I really liked the minifigures that we got with this set. I think LEGO did a really good job with this one. I'm really happy that we got a new version of this set. Yes, it would have been really cool if we got the same scaled one we did back in 2016, I think, when it came out. But LEGO has been downscaling this sets a lot recently just to make this builds look more sleek. Overall, I do really like this set, and I am happy that we got it, and that's why I wanted to put it in my honorable mention. Coming in at number 10, I'm going to go with the Star Wars logo. This is one of my favorite builds of the year. I think it looks great when it's turned out, and it looks great with the rest of your LEGO Star Wars collection. I did accidentally drop mine, unfortunately, when I was moving some sets, but I will rebuild it. I really did like the Easter eggs that we got with this set too. Like opening up the top, you did see like the Imperial Star Destroyer and the Tantive 4. I think that was a really cool inclusion for this set. The one thing I wish that we got with the set was a minifigure. A lot of people have been saying that this would have been a perfect set to add a George Lucas minifigure. We've never got a George Lucas minifigure, so I think this set would have been perfect to include him. I know some people were mad that we didn't get other minifigures in this set as well, but honestly, I just think the logo looks great, and I think for $60, it's a pretty good deal. Coming in at number 9, I'm going to go with the buildable Chopper. This was one of my favorite buildable characters of the year. This is one of a few buildable characters that came out in 2025. I know a lot of people love Rebels, and I know a lot of people love Chopper, so I think this was a great set that LEGO made. I think it turned out really good too. I do wish that the price was a little different for this one. I think $100 was a little overpriced for this set. I think $80 would have been a perfect price for this set, but yeah, $100, it is what it is. I actually do have this set on my display right now. It looks really good. It goes well with all the other buildable characters that we've got in the past. There's a really fun mechanic with this set too of his head being able to shake like he does in universe. So yeah, I think the number 9 spot is a perfect spot for the Chopper. Coming in at number 8, I have another buildable character in K2SO. I think LEGO did a really good job with this one too, and it's crazy how big this set is. I think this is one of the most fair price sets of the year too, coming in at $90. The price per piece ratio was pretty good for this set, which is very rare for LEGO Star Wars these days. I feel like almost every LEGO Star Wars set is overpriced. I think this was a great set for LEGO to make this year too, just because of the Andor Season 2. At first, when I did see this set though, I did think it was a little creepy looking, but I think it turned out pretty good. I still think it looks good on display. Coming in at number 7, I'm gonna put all the helmet sets that came out this year. We had 3 helmet sets come out in 2025 in the Kylo Ren, the AT-AT driver, and a Jango Fett. I know I should probably put all of them in their own spot, but I wanted to put all 3 of them together because I think I like them all equally. I think they all turned out really good, and I think they're 3 of my favorite helmet sets that we've got in this helmet line. My favorite of the 3 is the AT-AT driver. This set is almost near perfect to me. The only thing I don't like is just the stickers. I wish they were the same shade of gray that we have for the pieces and the sticker sheet. The Kylo Ren turned out great, and no stickers are included in that set. I think it was really cool how accurate they made the helmet look without using any stickers. The Jango Fett helmet was also another great set and definitely my top 3 favorite helmet sets. I think I also liked this helmet a lot just because it came out at the same time as the UCS Jango Slave 1. Just like the AT-AT driver helmet, I wish the Jango helmet had printed pieces along the top of his visor. I messed up on a few of those stickers and it's just not lined up correctly. I love the helmet sets and I really hope that LEGO makes more in the future. Unfortunately for 2026, we have no rumored helmet sets, so hopefully we get one in the summer wave. Coming in at number 6, I have the UCS ATST. My favorite line of LEGO Star Wars sets are definitely the UCS sets. It's been almost 20 years since we've gotten a UCS ATST, so I'm really happy that LEGO remade it. I really like that old UCS ATST as well, and I think LEGO really upgraded this new one that came out with this year. I think looking at the set from the front, it looks amazing, and it really does look good on display. I currently have it on my display next to the AT-AT, and I think it looks great next to each other. I do wish that we got another minifigure in this set. I think a Chewbacca or an Ewok of some sort would have been great for this set. That AT-ST driver minifigure is actually really good though. This is one of the few LEGO Star Wars sets I did pick up on August 1st. My only problem with this set though was being that $200 price tag. I do wish it was like $150. I think that would have been a really good price for it. But yeah, it's still a really good set. Cracking into the top 5, I'm going to go with the Battle Droid with Stap. This was my favorite buildable character that came out this year, and I think it turned out great. When we got rumors for a buildable Battle Droid, I was really excited, but when I saw it with a Stap, I think it just made that set so much better. I think the Battle Droid by itself is really cool, but just the Stap just makes it look so good, and I love it on display. I think this is one of the most underrated sets of this year too. I don't think a lot of people talk about this set enough. Hopefully with them making this B1 Battle Droid, hopefully they make a B2 Battle Droid. I think that'd be really cool. We have gotten a buildable Droideka as well, so I think getting a Super Battle Droid would just make that line perfect. Getting all 3 of those droids would just be great and all look great next to each other. Coming in at number 4, I'm going to go with the V19 Torrent. This was one of my favorite playscale sets of the year, and I think it was a fairly priced set for that August 1st wave. The 3 minifigures we got in this set, I think are just peak minifigures. I loved that Obi-Wan Kenobi. I think that's my favorite Obi-Wan Kenobi minifigure we've ever got. The Asajj Ventress too, I think it looks really good. I do like that purple shade they used. And we finally got a P1 clone pilot without that fin on the top of his helmet. I really liked the building process for this set too. I think it was really fun and I really enjoyed it. We haven't gotten a V19 Torrent in LEGO since 2008 from the Clone Wars. One thing I do wish about this set that it had from the original version of this set was that playability of using the bottom part of the ship to go into its landing mode and everything moving at once. I'm trying to do a good job of explaining it, but yeah, the landing gear and everything, like everything was moving at once when you would use the back fin of the ship. If you know, you know. Coming in at number 3, I'm gonna go with the Gingerbread AT-AT. I love when LEGO does holiday themed LEGO Star Wars sets. I think this might be my favorite one they've ever made. I could go back and forth with this one and the 2019 X-Wing that we got. I know that set was exclusive to LEGO employees at the time, but I do think that set is really good. But I'm really happy that we got the Gingerbread AT-AT. The one thing I wish that we got with this set though is another minifigure of some sort. I think it would have been really cool if we got a holiday stormtrooper in it, a holiday AT-AT driver, or maybe even a holiday General Veers. Any of those 3 minifigures for this set, I think this set would have turned out perfect. I did get this set on day 1 back in October, and I've been waiting to build it for the holiday season. I did just recently build it, and it was one of my favorite building experiences too of a LEGO Star Wars set. The amount of detail the set had, I just think it turned out great, and it just is incredible for a holiday display. Definitely my favorite playscale set we got this year. Coming in at number 2, I'm gonna go with the UCS Jango Slave 1. Just like the Gingerbread AT-AT, I just recently built this set and it is incredible. This set definitely moved into my top 5 favorite UCS sets we've ever gotten. I see M&R talk about it all the time, but how much this set just outdated that one we got in 2015 of Boba Fett Slave 1 and how much better it looks now. I could not agree more. Seeing it in person and all the detail it has on the set, it is just amazing. I do think it was a little bit of a tricky build though. I think there was a lot of fragile parts on the set while building. One of the things I love most about this set though is that it's just not another big gray Star Wars ship. Not that I don't love a big gray Star Wars ship. I love like majority of Star Wars ships. I just love the colors of this set and how much it pops in the collection. I feel like looking at it on my display, I'm just drawn to that set first just because of that blue and the green and yellow, etc. It just pops at you. It's definitely a unique ship too, so it definitely sticks out. I think the Jango Fett minifigure in this set too is one of my favorites now. That young Boba though is kind of questionable and I don't think it's that good. I really don't like that hairpiece we got with him. I just don't think that looks like his hair at all. But besides that, I think this is a near perfect set. Coming in at number 1 on my list is the UCS Death Star, aka the Death Slice. I know a lot of people did not like this set. I know it's got its own nickname of a Death Slice, the cheese wheel, whatever you want to call it, but this set to me is almost perfect. This is probably my favorite LEGO set I've ever built. This set barely had any Technic in it, and I also just really loved building each floor just one by one and all the rooms that are included with this set. The minifigures weren't perfect in this set, but 38 minifigures is just insane. It's the most amount of minifigures we've ever got in a LEGO set. Besides like the dual molded legs for the Imperial officers, I think the minifigures are perfectly fine. I do think they should have added a few more stormtroopers to display throughout the Death Star. The one thing I would change about this set though is having the back of the Death Star be like the exterior of the Death Star in universe. I think that would have been really great for LEGO to do, to give the consumer an option of which side they would rather display on their display. I think that would have been a great inclusion for LEGO to do, to give their consumers the option like the back of the Death Star to be the exterior of the Death Star, or just, you know, display it like that, or display it as in the whole interior like it is now. I think that would have helped a lot of the controversy with this set too, because I know a lot of people were talking about how bad the back looks, which I totally agree with. It looks pretty bad. I think it would have helped the shaping of the set too, instead of just being a slice. Having that ability to display either side would have been just game changing in my opinion. I'm still waiting for somebody to use the pieces of this set and build a mock of a Death Star that people would have wanted. I'm sure somebody will eventually make a sphere version with all these pieces included in this set. I do get why people don't like this set too, just because of that price tag. I think $1,000 is the max somebody should spend on a LEGO set. I do think the price tag of $1,000 can be justified though. I do think that it's not that bad if you put it in perspective. Would I have rather this set be $850, $800? Yes, of course. I think $1,000 is a lot of money, but if you put it in perspective, the $850 Millennium Falcon that's out on shelves now is smaller than this Death Star. When you put the two sets side by each other, the Death Star is bigger than the Millennium Falcon, and the Death Star comes with 38 minifigures rather than the 8 minifigures we get with the Falcon. By that logic, I can see why this set is up to $1,000. But yeah, $1,000 is a lot of money, and I hope LEGO stays away from that price tag for a while. Going back to the theme of this video though, I do think this was my favorite LEGO Star Wars set of 2025. This might be my favorite LEGO Star Wars UCS set we've ever got to. So yeah, those are my top 10 favorite LEGO Star Wars sets of 2025. Let me know down in the comments what your favorite LEGO Star Wars sets were of 2025. I'd love to see what you guys think. I also want to say thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I will also be making my top 10 least favorite LEGO Star Wars sets of this year, so stay tuned for that. Thank you all so much again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.